Hello again, guys. It's Keith with Bulletproof RC, and I'm continuing the build of the Axial Yeti Score Trophy Truck Kit. I'm currently on page 28. When we left off last time, I was starting to build the transmission, and I got the transmission completed. This time I used the plastic transmission cases. On the Rock Racer, I chose to use Boom Racing aluminum transmission cases. This one I'm trying to make a little lighter since it's a trophy truck, so trying to use plastic where I believe plastic will hold up. I got the Boom Racing motor mount installed. I'm not a fan of plastic motor mounts. I know they may hold up just fine on the 1/10 Yeti, but it just didn't seem like a good choice for me. I'm using the 3100 kV 3665 motor, same exact brand that I used on my Rock Racer. I did experiment for a little bit with a 10 shock 3800 in my Rock Racer, but I eventually went back to the 3100. I believe the 3100 is a better choice when geared properly for all around fun. It's just got the, if you gear it right, it's got climbing capabilities and the speed that a Yeti needs. The 3800 definitely was a blast in the Rock Racer, but it's a little bit too fast for that particular rig. But I chose to use 20-tooth pinion, so we should be able to get some speed out of this guy on 3S. And I think that's it for now, guys. I'm gonna pause the video and get back to wrenching. Okay, guys, got the rear clip of the vehicle built, which consists of the battery tray, which is right here. It's all stock. You can see in there. The upper portion of the cage, or the frame, and then your fuel cell. If you follow my channel, you may remember this hot racing rear sway bar. I had it on the Rock Racer Yeti kit that I had, and I had a problem with it. It was actually hitting the cage. When I say cage, I'm talking about the roll cage, the body as it sits down on there. The way the hot racing setup is offset, it would actually bump the cage instead of allowing the rear suspension to fully compress. So that was a no-go for me. So I pulled it off and saved it because I knew that they were going to release a trophy truck kit, and I thought maybe it'll work on that since it uses a different roll cage. So we'll see. Also, I installed the plastic wild bore drive shafts, and on the Rock Racer I used the MIP drive shaft. I thought I would try this plastic setup because I noticed that STRC makes a aluminum spline to go in there. I know that people take the stock spline and put a steel rod into it to make sure that it doesn't compress and twist and all that, but the way I see it is this may actually make this drive shaft hold up, especially since we're turning smaller tires this time around. And if it don't, I've got a spare set of drive shafts that came with my Rock Racer, so it's worth trying. But anyway, STRC makes this, so we'll see how it holds up. And I'm gonna proceed with the build. Okay, guys, getting real close to being done at this point. I got the rear links and all installed. The rear axle is now installed. Those are white knuckle RC upper links, and those are actually the lower links are some that I had left over from some experimentation with my Rock Racer, and they're Chinese. We'll see how they hold up, but I think that this being a trophy truck using smaller wheels and having the non-open wheel design of a trophy truck with its closed-in fenders, I think that it's going to be less apt to breakage than the Rock Racer. So anyway, we'll see about that, but I'm going to get to building some shocks now, and I'll come back at you in a minute. Okay, guys, got the shocks installed. I cheated a little bit. These are actually the shocks from my Axial Yeti rock racer. After close examination, I determined that the only difference between these shocks and the ones in the kit for the rock racer was the blue plastic aluminum caps and rings and retainers, and then of course the springs. Now I had upgraded the shock caps on my rock racer, and then eventually went to Proline Power Strokes. So had these shocks on hand, and why not use them, right? They're already assembled, and I can use the others as spares or backups or sell them. But anyway, it's good to go. So I'm going to pull the body out and show you it, and also a little trick I did with the wheels. Okay guys, these are the notorious orange wheels. I actually like them. The one thing I didn't like was the orange on the inside, showing through some of the factory photos Axial put up on their website. The inside bead being 3 inches and the outside bead being 2.2. It just looked odd, big orange ring on the inside. It just kind of took away from scale realism. So what I did is I actually dyed these wheels. I filled up a pot and heated up RIT dye, black, and carefully lowered the wheels down in the black RIT dye until the portion that I wanted dyed was dyed. And now the inside will be a little less obvious that it's a larger bead since I blacked it out, and don't have to worry about it scratching off. Those are Vanquish hubs I'm using. Actually, they were some left over from my Yeti rock racer build. So I'm going to get these wheels mounted up, and then I'll show you the body. Okay guys, this is the body. Chose to go with metallic blue. The blue is actually a little darker than this. I didn't have a lot of paint. It was some existing paint I had. So I just lightly misted the body, and then I backed it with silver and then black. And then of course I applied the decals that are included in the kit. The decals are pretty detailed. As you can see, they have the window trim, and it's pretty neat how it all came out. The LEDs are back in there. Got them wired up. Used Gorilla Tape to secure the wiring, and then I've got the harness that comes out on one side. And then on the Yeti, I have a Futaba style plug there to plug into the LED wiring harness that I have. So it all turned out pretty good. Got front and rear lights. I'm going to mount up the body. And here's the final product, guys. That's the body mounted on the truck. As you can see, the LEDs are functional. And I have rear lights back there. It's turned out pretty neat. Actually the hot racing sway bar works with this roll cage, so got to use it. Hear that noisy Savox servo in there whining. It performs though. And that's the truck, guys. So I hope you like it, and remember to like and subscribe, and as always, have a great day.